Okay guys, welcome to problem L of homework 2 for OEH 5723. This one asks us to use the vapor pressure curve that we generated in that long explanation where I showed you how to build it in Excel. So generating question K to tell us what's the concentration of ethyl acetate vapor if it's saturated in air at 25 C in 1 atmosphere. So we're going to first get it in ppm and then we'll get it in milligrams per cubic meter. So looking back at our curve, we could use our curve, or we could use our tabulated data here. So I would suggest using the tabulated data because you'll have an exact value. So at 25 C, we have our vapor pressure in torr of 91.13. So P vapor at 25 C equals 91.13, right? Okay, so we need to convert that, that's torr. We need to convert that to get that into ppm. So this is really simple and straightforward. To do this in ppm, we're simply going to say our pressure of vapor divided by the pressure atmosphere times 1 million. And that will equal our ppm concentration. Alright, so now let's actually do that. So we hit equals to build an equation, and then we want to use our vapor pressure at 25 C divided by atmospheric pressure, 1 atmosphere, 760 torr, 760, and then times 1 million, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros. So there it is, ppms. Alright, now we want to convert from ppms to milligrams per cubic meter. And so this is where we need to know our molecular weight. So our molecular weight is 88.1, and molar volume, because it's 25 C, molecular weight equals 88.1 grams per mole, and our molar volume equals 24.45 liters per mole. Alright, so to convert ppms to milligrams per cubic meter, we are going to take our ppms, multiply by a mass unit. So we're going to multiply by our molecular weight, which is, we'll say this, divide by our molar volume, and that'll be it. So I'm going to type those values in. So those aren't active formula cells. That was just for our own information. So 88.1 grams per mole, and then this is 24.45. So now as soon as I do that, I get 432,000. So these are our answers. So now I can actually just drag them over here and move things around. So it's smart. It keeps reference, even though I move things around because anyways, that's how Excel works. I'm not going to explain Excel. So that's our answer, ppms and milligrams per cubic meter. So that is a lot of ppms. That is a lot of ethyl acetate in the air. So ethyl acetate has a pretty high vapor pressure. Now, if we wanted to see if we were correct, we could get on the NIOSH Pocket Guide and we could look up ethyl acetate. ETHYL. Having trouble spelling today, but that's okay. Alright, so ethyl acetate, we can see it tells us that the PEL, the permissible exposure limit, is 400 ppm and that's equal to 14,000 milligrams per cubic meter. This is what I was looking for. 1 ppm is equal to 360 milligrams per cubic meter. So, all right, so there's our little factoid. 1 ppm is 360 milligrams per cubic meter. And if I wanted to check that, I could simply say equals this times 3.6. And so we get a really close number, 4316 versus 432. So 431,000, 432,000. That's pretty good. So according to NIOSH, we should have gotten about this if we just used their rough conversion. And when we did it the long way, we got something slightly different, but in the right ballpark. So there you go. That's how you do problem L.